looking for striping had just completely given up on bass. And I just came back into this shallow water and caught like a 2.5 pounder, just like within just a few casts. I saw the birds flying all over the place back here like they were, eating minnows. And so just out of curiosity, I came back here and I've thrown a little bit of everything with no success, but I just threw a Demiki Vault. And the photo you saw of the live, that was the bass I just caught. Oh, I just had a hit. So I think there's actually quite a few fish back in here, and they're way more shallow than I thought they were. And so here's what I'm going to do. Stay with me, and we'll see if we can't catch a few of these things together. Well, hello. I am sorry that It has taken me forever to get up here on the camera. I'm bass fishing down here at Watch Bar, and I cannot get my shallow water anchors to work, and I really need them where I'm fishing. Give me just 1 second. If y'all ever think about buying a boat, ask yourself, do I want to spend money every single day? If the answer is no, don't buy a boat, because man, I'm telling you what, it's a frustrating experience. If you saw the photo on my live when I started to go live, I had a bass on there. I just caught that bass, and I finally think I have found some bass back in this really shallow water. And so I'm just going to kind of take you along with me and throw some and see if I can catch some more. I caught that one that I did catch on a Damiki vault. If you don't know what a Damiki vault is, I'll show you what this looks like. It's a very thin little metal blade, and you throw these in, and what is the day now? Oh, this is Sunday. It's a Sunday. And where are you from, brother? Hello, hello. Hello, what's up, my Brizzle? Hey, Fluke Daddy. I'm having a hard time getting my dang shallow water anchors to work, but I just now found some bass back in some shallow water, and found them by watching the birds. The birds are back here diving on them, and caught a nice one just right out of the gate. And so now I'm watching to see, because they're feeding around on bait fish. Let's see, I'm gonna turn around. Came back in here and got in shallow water just right out of the gate. Hello, Noah Hansen. So here's what's up. I caught an absolute ton of little bitty stripe out on the main channel. I got sick of catching them. I couldn't catch anything over about 1/4 pound. And I just happened to see a bunch of birds back here and decided to come back here and see what was going on. Well, the bass are back here feeding on minnows. And so what I'm going to do is, the bass are taking a break. So while the bass are taking a break, I was trying to get my shallow water anchors to work, and they're just not working. Man, I'm telling you, golly bum. Ugh, frustrating. I know, something dumb to complain about, isn't it? But you can see the point where I caught that bass right now. You see those little rocks hanging up out of the water straight up there? That's where I caught that bass. So we're gonna go back up here. Now, here's what's funny is that I can see, I'm in 4.5 feet of water, and I see about 6 bass, the same size as the one I caught, between me and right over there. So let's just see if they're really feeding heavy. Maybe I can catch another one fairly quick. I'm gonna try a little bit of everything to see if I can find something they're really hitting. Good afternoon. Hello, Glenn. Hello, Noah. Hello, Jingle? What's that say? Jan Patiata. Hello, Jan. Hello, everybody. If you're just joining us, I pulled up in here and was catching some, caught a really nice bass just right out of the gate. Hello, Amtrak. I'm trying to see if there's some more bass in here because I rolled up on these and caught one just extremely quick. They're chasing it. I'm gonna try, now that I know there's some bass in here, I'm gonna try quite a few different things to see if I can't pick some of them up. You all can't tell, but between me and that point, that white looking building, there are an absolute ton of large fish sitting right here. I'm in 6 feet of water, and between me and that bank, there is a ton of fish. I'm hoping that they're bass, and I'm hoping that they're aggressive. If they are, there's one. Oh, did he get off? I think that one got off. I think I had something small for just a second. Okay, I'm gonna try something else. These fish are eating schooling minnows. It's hard to beat an Alabama rig when these are wanting schooling. You know, if they're looking for schooling minnows and that's what they want to hit, it's hard to beat an Alabama rig. Now, somebody got on to me the last time I was here and they thought I was fishing illegally. You can see 5 baits on there, but I only have 3 hooks. In Tennessee, I can only have 3 hooks on an Alabama rig. I'll bring you a little bit closer to me so I can talk to you while I fish. I'm gonna let you all also see what I'm seeing because it's just so pretty. From what I can tell about these fish, the one thing that I've picked up on is that they want something moving. They don't want something just sitting still. I'm having a whole lot better luck on reaction bites than anything else. I mean, I can see some chasing my baits right now on the way back to the boat, but they won't touch it. But when I switch to something moving pretty fast, they suddenly seem to get a lot more interested. I'll also show you the reason I came up here. Can you all see? I don't know what you can see and what you can't see, but there's a bunch of seagulls sitting out here on a point. And they're not flying right now, but I saw them flying, and that's why I came in here. I'm about to put on a jerk bait. It's promising to me because the ones that I'm seeing are actually following this Alabama rig. And earlier today, no matter what I did, where I threw, there was a hit right there. No matter where I put it, there was a hit. Okay, I actually had 2 hits that time. But earlier, no matter where I put it, fish just wouldn't hit it. And they wouldn't follow it. Now they're actually coming up after it. Some little ones coming up and smacking at it right at the boat. A whole bunch of them, actually. I got a bunch of small fish hitting it. Let me see if I can't reach a bigger fish. Back on the Demiki. Okeechobee, how cool. I have wanted to come to Okeechobee for basically my entire life and fish. And I may someday, I don't know. I see these people fishing with shiners. Oh, there was one for just a second and I lost him. There are a bunch of little ones in here. But I've always watched them. It's some good fishing down here. I can only imagine. I know the sun's in your all's eyes. I don't know quite what to do about that. I hate for you to look at my ugly face, but at the same time, if the wind is blowing me in such a way that I'm almost having to, we run bass and crappie charters down here. Oh, man, that'd be so cool. I've been to Florida tons of times. I love it down there. Oh, dang it. Just some little bitty whippersnappers in here. Let me get realigned. I'm gonna get myself lined back up. Boy, there's a lot of fish in here. To be in such shallow water. And I'll show you what's happening. I'm gonna let you see what I see. Can you all see the gulls flying around? These gulls keep flying right over to that point. And when they're over there, they're smacking on minnows. Lord, I'm fish myself. Yes. I just so happen to know Fluke Daddy, and both of us would love to come down there. Do you see that one just dive down over here? I'm gonna try to swap you all up. I don't want you having to stare straight into the sun. I just picked up your channel, Paul, and commented on that last video. Hey, I really appreciate it. Which one was it? What was the last video? Trying to think what my last video was. I'm getting ready to do one on a repair to my Ultrix trolling motor switch, because those things are notorious for going out, and mine finally did. The boat trailer, I've done a bunch on the boat trailer. I'm getting ready to completely rewire my trailer with all new wiring and all new LED lights from the ground up. I'm going to do the entire trailer. I'm going to use a pigtail, big molded pigtail, in hopes of no longer having one that comes apart. I've tried a lot of things. Nothing lasts forever. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be, I'm going to continue making those. In fact, my most watched videos are the ones where I've done trailer wiring. Y'all might have to listen to somebody's chainsaw here for a few minutes. But I really do. I appreciate your comments on my videos. I know some striper in here. I keep seeing one come up and smack at this on the way to the boat, but I'm gonna get a jerk bait and try it. I found you. Oh, I just saw one. I found you from your live. Hey, I see you right there. Your comment just showed up. Thank you so much. SWC Florida. Here's a $50 million question. Will a bass eat a plastic worm this time of year? I don't know the answer to that. This water is 50 degrees. Or a lot like I do my own work, built my bass boat from, oh man, shallow water fast machine. That's so cool. They always bite here. That's really nice. I can't imagine. We've already had frost. We had a pretty good snow one day. I can't believe nothing's hitting this because there's so many fish in here. They're probably listening to me yap my mouth saying, do you think we're going to eat when you're sitting up there talking like that? Yeah, our water is 50 degrees. There are some big, big fish laying in here right now. They are not even looking. It's 80. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. My wife and I were convinced we were going to move down to Orlando at some point, or north of Orlando or south of Orlando, but I don't know if we will or not. All right. I'm going to rip out the big boy here. Back home, look us up when you get home. Look us up. Some good fish, I bet you do. I bet you do. I'm going to try this 110 plus 2, which is really, it's too big for in here. I do like the fact that it will get all the way on the bottom without any problem, and I really do like that. The fish that I was catching out on the main channel, they wouldn't hit anything except a jerk bait. I could run a Kitech right in front of their face. They wouldn't touch it. We are 2 hours south of Orlando. Okay. Is Okeechobee 2 hours south of Orlando? Hour and a half on a good day. Let's see if I can pick up any of these fish that are over here. One followed it all the way up. One wanted it bad. Yes, we are okay. since I can see that these fish want mostly a reaction bite, my last charter caught 141 bass. It's just not fair. They are stocking the fish here with Florida strain bass. They've been doing that really heavy for the last several years, and we're finally starting to see the difference. There have been a couple of very high single digits and maybe one or two double digits on this lake, and that has never happened before. And I know that's got to be those Florida strain. These fish want this jerk bait more than anything else I'm throwing. And so I may have to downsize and go to a small jerk bait. I've registered 19 over 8 pounds in the last 5 years. That's cool. We get after it. That's really cool. I'm gonna switch to something a little smaller. One came right to the top of the water after it. He was little bitty. That's pretty cool. I'm switching to a rolling, strolling jig head with a little Rapala. I can't remember what they call these little guys, but it seems like this works pretty good if I can find fish that are hungry. Cannot get them to touch this. They are just not interested in anything. We have a, whoa, there's one. I got off whatever it was. Doggone. I wonder what that was. Hopefully it was a bass. We'll get this right back in there and see. Only not on. Small catch and release on reservoir we fish. We call donkey land. That's cool. I drill a match for days. I bet. Starting to get them to hit on this a little bit. There's some little bitty ones in here. Good to meet you. It's good to meet you too. SWC Florida, we watch more of your videos. That's awesome, thank you. Excited as we'll catch them up. We'll watch. Man, if I can make it to Okeechobee, I'm calling you up because I would love to go after some of those bass. Thank you. Y'all have an awesome day. I said, well, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Every subscriber helps, that's for sure. I am trying to catch, for anybody who may just be joining, I'm trying to catch some bass because I've caught a ton of little bitty stripe lately, but I really want to see if I can't catch some bass for you all. And I think I have found some back here. Now I need to figure out exactly what they want to eat. There was one. Ah, darn. Sun's right in my face. I can't see. I have found a bunch of fish in here. I just don't know what they want to eat. Okay, so they are starting to hit this. I appreciate you subbing. If they'd hang on to it, I'd catch one. There's one, finally. Let's see what this is. This is the biggest bass I've seen my whole life. I'll put him close to the camera. He's taller than I am. No, I'm just kidding. There's a bunch of these little guys. Okay, I've got something else I want to try since they're actually in the mood to eat for a minute. I'm gonna set this down for just a second. And try the Alabama. They keep coming right up to the boat. All right, try something else. I'm trying everything I have in my boat because I really want to catch bass. I see a bunch of stripe, but I've been trying really hard to find bass. throwing a bull shad, a Mike Buka bull shad now. Hello, Henry Ford. Nope, Henry Lord. Hi, Henry Lord. Hello, hello. I appreciate y'all watching my video and checking in today. If you're curious what you're watching is I was catching a whole bunch of little stripe earlier, and I just mean a ton of them. And I noticed some seagulls back here bombing this little point. And I came back here and it was bass. But now that I'm here, it seems like they're not only are the bait not popping up over here, but the gulls have all chilled out. They're back here behind me taking a break, I guess. So I'm just gonna kind of slowly, I'm trying to figure out if there's something specific that I could throw that would get their attention. And so far, they want moving baits. They don't want something just kind of sitting still. I don't know what's going on with them. Man, I would think they would tear that up. They just won't touch it. Cannot get them interested. All right. Well, I've done it now. Let's see. One of the things I'm having my best luck on today has been a jerk bait. Bear with me for a minute. I'm gonna change up to a small jerk bait. Well, I'm gonna throw this one more time. Okay. I'm gonna switch over to a jerk bait. I'll be back. Yes, I do. A little jerk bait 'cause I love you. Bum, bum, bum. Sure did, dumbass. You sure did. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to put on a little bit shallower diving and smaller bodied bait. I'm gonna try this and see if this might be the trick. It's a lot closer to what they're feeding on. And so let's see what we can do with this. Hope y'all are having an amazing day. I'm having an amazing day. Here we go, let's see. All right, I hope this works. So what I did is I put on a much smaller jerk bait, and it looks a lot shorter. And what I'm thinking is this might just be exactly what they want, because it looks so much like what they're feeding on. They're feeding on these little threadfin shad, and this just looks so much like one. There's a school right behind the boat right now getting chased. Hello, hello. Oh, I see him diving over there. So I'm gonna try something now and go back to where I saw these fish and see if they would chase after this. Oh boy, this one doesn't go deep at all. I think I may have gone too shallow. Hello, Amanda Vanover, M4C. Love ya. My wife is on here now. I need everybody to behave. I caught a really nice bass a little bit ago. Okay, I gotta get over here. I see birds diving on this other side over here. Yeah, I see birds chasing bait over here. Someone go over here. You at Blue Springs? I came to Ladd Landing. And I'm back As close as I can get to Sugar Grove Valley Road as you can get. Almost. Wow. There's something feeding pretty heavy over here. Oops, just saw that. I'm currently chasing the birds to see what they're doing over here because I'm hoping they found some fish that are feeding. I'll show y'all what I see. Oh, I may have been missing some of the best fishing yet. I see fish back here behind me. I mean, birds diving back here behind me that I haven't seen before. So that may be where all the fish are. Can you see what I'm seeing? Let's see. There's a whole bunch of gulls back here beating the water to death. And when that's happening, a lot of times what that means is the fish are in here chasing the bait, killing it, and that the birds are just taking advantage of wounded bait. Oh yeah, I see a bunch right here. Oh, now that I brought my lure through, you can see what they're eating, and you can see how similar it is to what I'm throwing. That's a threadfin shad. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, but that's what we're doing. That's what I'm in here for. Is the threadfin are being chased. Oh yeah, they're being beat to death back here. I'm gonna go right back here. Oops, just saw that. Oh yeah. We're gonna go find them back here, I hope, before it gets dark. So if you're just joining us, wondering what in the world I'm doing, I am chasing minnows. Oh gosh, that's too close. So sorry. I'm trying to keep y'all to where you can see what I'm doing without torturing you with looking at my face. Hopefully that's okay right there. So you see all these seagulls behind me? Flying all over the place? They're in here. They're eating little threadfin shad. You can see how they're diving down and hitting the water. So what it is when our water gets very cold here, these bait fish start dying, and it's a real easy meal. And so what you got to try to do is figure out where a lot of them are being eaten, and that's what this is right here. You see all the birds? And you see how they're hitting the water? And so they're getting what's called an easy meal. So I'm trying to take advantage of that and catch a few. I think I about knocked y'all over. I gotta get you straightened up. Sorry about that. Don't want to throw my camera out of the boat. Well, okay, they're not touching that. They really like this for some reason. Looking at nature and signs to help with fishing is one of the best skills you can have to understand. In this case, where small fish are dying, bigger fish will be picking up an easy meal too. You're absolutely 100% correct. And so the whole reason I'm back here is that I saw this and I was catching tons of stripe out on the main channel, but it's not really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to catch bigger fish. And I saw these birds back here and I'm like, okay, they're only going to be back there for one reason. If they're back here and they're doing what I'm seeing, which is diving all over the place, they are eating those bait fish that the bigger fish are killing or injuring. I think sometimes they just swim through them and they mess them up. They get them to where they're just kind of barely moving. And when they do that, they just start picking them off real easy. And so today's all about trying to figure out what in the world. I'm trying to mimic what they're eating, which is really small threadfin shad. They got a bunch back here in the very back. It's so shallow, I hate to go back here, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I keep having Stripe chase this all the way to the boat. It's funny. And what I'm trying to determine is, are some of these bass? Because what I really want are bass. Yeah, they're having a heyday back here in this back corner, so let's go back here. And these bass are I think some of it right there goes one up close right here. I'm about as far back here as I can go. I'm gonna start hitting the bottom. I think what I may do is throw on a fluke really quick. Birds mean bait fish. You are absolutely right. 100%. And I'm finally kind of learning that. Ooh, I'm in some shallow water. Pretty much sitting on the bottom. I'm not sure the fish are in this shallow of water. They probably are, heck. I'm gonna have to try to work my way back into some deeper water. I'm in shallow, shallow water. I'm gonna try to get out here and get back in a little bit deeper water. I'm up to where my trolling motor's touching now. Try to keep the sun out of your face as much as I can. I'm finally back to where I can actually throw without getting stuck. There's one. Oh, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Oh, I want to show, I gotta show you the size of this doohickey. That's a little bit better one. It's pretty. Fat stomach. So pretty. Thanks for watching Paul's Outdoor Academy. Oh, that's so sweet of you. These fish and I have a long-standing relationship. They're so nice. They just jump right up on my hook for me. Amanda, nice, thank you. I could be wrong, y'all, but I think this person named Amanda Vanover kind of likes me. Now, that could be because, it could be because we're married. Hubba hubba. Yeah, I'm your hubba husband. Got another one, but he's little. I got another one. Oh my goodness. Look how cute. So cute. Ferocious. Ferocious. If y'all haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to Paul's Outdoor Academy because he's a cool dude. Thank y'all. That Richard, when I used to run a trout fishery in the United Kingdom, the big brownies, their tails returning, or University of Kentucky. Sorry, you probably mean U of K. Picked them off a baby doll lure was deadly. That's so cool. Fry with their tails, cool. There's a bunch of fish in here. I'm just trying to decide if I need to go back out to a little bit deeper water or if I'm okay right where I'm at. I want to catch some of these big ones. No, UK, England. Oh, wow. That's amazing. I love seeing people from further away on my channel. That's so cool. There are some. trying to find some of those bigger stripe. Mountain Kingdom, that's pretty darn cool. There's a good one. Let's see what we got this time. Oh, it got off, whatever it was. I don't even know how they get off a Demiki. White Wells catfish would be awesome. Go, yeah, no kidding. There are some big fish in here. I wish I could get a couple of them and see what they are. Man, it's beautiful out here. You're so lucky in states with your game fishing. Yes, we are. Here it is. Mainly, of course, fishing, carp, bream, chub. Water's rather than natural. We do. We are very blessed. Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency has done an amazing job. They keep the stock. They keep the trout stocked really well in the rivers, streams. I'm seeing a lot of fish chasing this Demiki vault. If you ever come to the United States, Richard, look up Fluke Daddy. Shoot, yeah, man. Give me a call. Fluke Daddy, either one of us would be happy to get you out on the water. And it just all depends. Man, there are days on this lake you just can't go wrong, and there are days on this lake that there's nothing you can do to go right. They're chasing that like crazy, but they just won't take it. I can get them to hit my deep water crankbait, but I can't get them to hit a shallow water crankbait. Put on too shallow running of a bait. See if I can get any of them to hit this. Had one. I had one for a second. I live in the same area. Yeah, buddy. Sure do. Sure enough. I'm still here. I'm just fishing. Trying to get in just a little bit deeper water to see if I can't find a bass. Trying everything. See if I can't get one before it gets dark. Head back out here in a little bit deeper water, see what we can find. I know now that they're not in such deep water, if I'm not mistaken. They've moved back into shallow water. There were a bunch of them on this point over here earlier. There's one. Another baby. There's a lot of these. Ouch. Let's see what we got going on, y'all. Oh, there's something getting busted over there. Wonder what that was. Oh, yeah. I can see them feeding again in a few spots. I hope to get another one or two decent ones before it gets totally dark on me. There's a big school of bait right here in front of me. Can y'all see the little rough area on the water? That's all bait fish, and there's something that's been busting them. So I'm gonna throw right in the middle of them. Another one. There's a bunch of these in here. There's also some bigger ones, and that's what I'm trying to get. Come on, guys. Give me one of these big ones. starting to get picky. That one just does not go deep. That one does not go deep enough. One more good one. I'm trying. I'm trying to get you a good one. So I'm heading back out to the deeper part of the lake, because now that it's getting dark, I see more stuff out there feeding. And so I'm gonna see if I can sneak out here maybe and pick one up. I can see something out there that's feeding. Oh, let's see what's going on. Hello, hello. Appreciate you if you're sticking with me. I'm looking for bass today out on Watchbar. It's just about to get dark, but I've caught one really nice bass, probably 2.5 pounds. And I've caught, I don't even know how many stripe. Only one was maybe 2 pounds, and the rest were just little bitty things. But I sure have had a good time catching them. Oh, here's something. Let's see what this is. This is pretty big, whatever it is. Here's what I just caught. One of them big old fat dudes. That's 2 of those today. Yeah, that's a good one. He's a fat boy. He came flying up after it too, man. That felt good. He attacked. These fish want something moving quick. Such a peaceful day with all the chainsaws and all that crap running. Well, trying to catch another good one, but I can't find one just yet. try something else real quick. They were hitting this little Damiki vault earlier. Let's see if they still want that. I'm gonna say they ate that as soon as they hit the water because I was pulling one in, didn't know it. Well, let's see, who do we got on here? There's a bunch right here. A bunch of them chasing it, none of them will eat it. This water is so calm, so pretty out here right now. Oh, had one. Oh, I still do. He must be little. He must be little. There he is. Biggest one I've caught today. I'm kidding, he's not. Boy, how'd you do that? He's talented. Perfect, he bounced right off the boat and right back in the water. Come on now. Where's all this line at? There it is. They're hitting it when it drops to the bottom. I'm sitting here I'm thinking I don't have one, but then when I lift up, there's just enough pressure on it. I can tell there's one on there. They're just little. See if I can get one to hit this deep jerk bait real quick. Let's just see what happens. There's one. There's one on the jerk bait. That's probably what I've caught most of my fish on. Though he's little. They're wanting something that is just sporadic, jumping all over the place, spastic-like in the water. I don't know how many of those I've caught today. I've caught a bunch of them. I was wanting to catch another one of those big stripe. Man, those things put up a fight. And they're in here. I can see them feeding. There was one right there that just jumped. Let's see. A bunch right there. Some good sized fish out here, man. They just won't hit. I'll try something a little smaller. Nope, ain't gonna hit that. Well, then let's hit them back with this right here. Huh. Another one chased it right to the boat. There's another one on a Damiki. Same size as the others. I don't even know how many of these dudes I've caught today. I've caught a bunch of these little old bitty ones. What is so funny is that, I mean, that guy's so small, but I'm sitting here looking at fish out there right now on my live scope that I know are every bit of like 2 and 3 pound fish. See, right there is a big one that just hit something. I don't know what they're after, but I'm beginning to think I should be using something like top water walking bait. Had one, he got off. Just little old bitty. They're coming up 2 at a time trying to eat it right at the boat. Too funny. I have a feeling there are actually some pretty darn big fish in here that are just not hitting. You got to be up on top and just get lucky to have one come by. You should see how many are under the boat. There's one. Nope, got off. They're all over the place, but it's those little bitty ones. I'm wanting a big old bigger. Oh, I had a hit on my Alabama rig. Oh, I just had another hit on my Alabama rig. Uh-oh. I found what they want now that it's about to get dark. Oh, Mac Daddy, get ready, y'all. I'm gonna go down here because I keep seeing something working down here. I'm just about to have to call it quits because it's getting kind of dark. Oh, right behind me, one just got busted. Here, there's your dessert. Come bust that too. Come on. Come on. Oh, something big just busted behind me over here. Wonder what that was. I'll get this right back over there real quick. Just in case whatever it was is still down there. You never know. Got a 3-pound bass today. Awesome. Thanks for Theo. Hi, Theo. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. It's getting dark on me, Theo, but I am trying to catch a large stripe. I keep seeing something fairly large coming up in here, busting the water. And I'm just kind of like, I'm looking all over for big signatures on my graphics. It's about to get dark out here. It's about to get dark. Oh, there was a hit right at the boat. Little bitty. So there's plenty of small ones in here and just not very many that I can find that are big. Well, gosh darn it. Can't get them to hit. All right, I'm gonna make one more cast for whoever happens to be watching on a deep diving jerkbait. And we're gonna see, because I was able to catch them on this pretty well throughout the day today. We're gonna see if I can get one more, and then I'm going to have to call it a day. Because it's starting to get cold, boys and girls. Starting to get cold. If you're still with me, I'm trying to quickly catch another stripe before I have to turn the camera off. All right, well, I'm gonna have to get off here. I appreciate everybody who has stuck with me. I've had a very fun day. I've caught, I can't even tell you how many stripe. I caught 3 really nice stripe. I caught I don't even know how many of those little half-pound stripe. And I caught 1 very nice 2.5-pound bass. It's the one in the photo from today's video. As a matter of fact, that's the one I caught right as I was about to start the stream. And there's still plenty of fish out here. It's just that I don't know for what reason, once it gets dark like this, they just won't eat. All right, that's going to be it, fellows and fellowettes. Thank you all for joining me. It's getting dark. I appreciate everybody who hung around and watched. Getting chilly willy out here. I'm gonna throw this just for the heck of it. All right, for real, I gotta go. Thank you all for watching. God bless. Have a good one.